Hopefully this is one quick one. So hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. That's going to be the second game of this best of 3 between, in the bottom left, the yellow undead player, Hate, Love, Anger, and his opponent on the top right is going to be DkH's Subsonic. Now the score is currently 1-0 to HLA, and it was quite a game, wasn't it? If you haven't watched it, you probably should. Subsonic pretty much had the dominant start, but once he got those towers up until towards his opponent's base, they just simply could not finish the job. And then, you know, as I said, HLA just, you know, forced him back. Subsonic unfortunately did not actually expand or transition into tech anywhere. He just invested so much on that tower push that it did not look good when HLA finally pushed back. So yeah, that's what happened. Either way, it looks like we're gonna have a Death Knight versus an Archmage, so looks pretty standard so far. The map is on Last Refuge, and we do not have a graveyard just quite yet, but that might just be, you know, a little bit delayed, but I'm not sure. Whenever, if HLA places another ghoul in this queue, we are definitely not going to Crypt Fiends anytime soon. What's this acolyte doing? He is spotting that. Yes, we're gonna go to mass ghouls instead. Okay, mass ghouls hopefully transition into Crypt Fiends sometime in this game, but we're just gonna see some mass ghouls first. Death Knight is gonna move out with a Rotten Necromancy, and it looks like this acolyte will be able to spot this Archmage and Militia moving on in to creep out that Ogre Warrior camp. Unfortunately, the DK will not be able to reach this Ogre Warrior, and I don't think he'll be able to reach the camp entirely, so yeah. Acolyte is going to patrol around here, just keeping sight on that general area, and it looks like this footman is going to fight against that ghoul. Nerubian Tower is going to be upgraded, a very nice move from HLA, basically an Arcane Tower kind of equivalent, except it doesn't do feedback damage, it just slows the enemy long enough for those ghouls to deal with any kind of intruder. Okay, DK not being able to get any kind of experience, but he did use those corpses to get himself his skeletons, and it looks like we're gonna start off with the Death Coil on that Archmage and possibly you know, prevent that Archmage from actually creeping with, you know, his army. Maybe we might be seeing some path blocking right here from HLA, and yes, we are minor path blocking, but yeah, like I said, it's just minor. DkH.Subsonic is not looking to actually tech to tier 2 just quite yet. We might have an expansion coming in. Mass schools are on transit, and they are looking to cause some havoc against Subsonic right here. Archmage does have that +6 claws and is about 56 experience points away from level 2. So that's gonna be hopefully a ghoul or two, maybe just 2 ghouls, or maybe a ghoul and a skeleton or something like that. Either way, Archmage is gonna chase that ghoul. No, it looks like he's just gonna leave it be, and it looks like these militia will be able to move on in, and if not chase these guys away, we'll go and start creeping out this Ogre Magi camp. Of course, we're going to Halls of the Dead for Hate, Love, Anger, and he is halfway there. DK will be able to Death Coil that Trapper. I don't think he's gonna waste the mana for that. He's gonna really focus on that Archmage though, and that might be a little troublesome as the Archmage does finally have Brilliance Aura. We'll be able to get even more experience from these ghouls right here. Militia will turn into peasants, and this Ogre Magi will be killed by Subsonic. So very nice pickup right there. Unfortunately, HLA was a little slow on that, and the Archmage is going to be incredibly low and will be taking down level 2. Surprisingly, the Archmage was taken down. Oh wow, these so many peasants. This might be a bad move from Subsonic right here. One more kill will give that DK level 2, and of course Unholy Aura. This is, wow, this is a slaughter, isn't it? DK will reach level 2, and wow, Subsonic's just gonna start with that tower right there. You can even see Sishi, who's going to be the next opponent for whoever these two wins this best of 3, is commenting on how Last Refuge is so terrible. And I don't know, it's a weirdly shaped map, but I honestly don't think it's terrible. I mean, it's not an official map, but really there's nothing really wrong with it. Panda is going to be trained as the second hero for HLA. Surprising move, actually. Obviously this will do fairly nicely against these towers, of course, as well against these footmen and possible militia, but you can see the Panda easily getting surrounded. We might even have a TP scroll being transferred. A ring of protection is going to be transferred instead. Panda will be able to get out of that. Unfortunately, a death core cannot heal him, and these towers are about to be completed. There we go, that first tower, Arcane Tower, is nearing completion. Archmage is finally back out, almost at level 3 as well. Ghouls chasing down that footman, but I believe... Oh wow, footman, why'd you turn back? Don't know. Oh. Okay, HLA was able to get that kill.
Players' forces are under attack.
Okay, chat's very interesting, isn't it? Either way, we're going to have this orange creep camp being cleared out, and a replenish potion is going to be picked up. And of course level 3, but really, Archmage, no. Are we going to have a second hero? We don't have keep ticks, so we don't have the possibility of a second hero for the human army. We might have an engagement right here, as the Archmage will be able to pick off, or at least deal some damage to these units. One elemental level 2 is also available for tanking and damage. Death Knight needs to be careful. He can't really heal himself except for that health pod, but man, that's like already about 150 gold. Death Gold is going to save that ghoul. Do we have mana on the Panda? Yes we do, but I'm not sure if he's wanted to actually use that. Panda needs to be careful not to get surrounded again. There we go, that Breath of Fire. Crypt Fiends are starting to add into the mix of HLA's army, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can say so far. Elemental is going to be taken down, and maybe another one is going to be surrounded. Panda needs to be careful, is about to be taken down, will be transferred that a health pot, so very nice move from HLA. Level 3 is on that Death Knight, and we most likely have level 2 Death Coil. Expansion is about to be kicking in for Subsonic right now. Archmage needs to be careful. He does have that TP scroll, but he didn't really use it in his, I guess, initial life.
Players' forces are under attack.
Let's see, what do we have in HLA space? We're gonna go straight into a Black Citadel and a Sacrificial Pit. So I don't know, either HLA wants his shades, or maybe he wants to think of Frostworms. Obsidian Statue really keeping these skeletons alive. Their longevity is obviously due to that Obsidian Statue's supportive spells. DK, I'm not sure if he's going to spend another Death Coil on that Archmage or just save it up for, you know, saving his own units, but we shall see if he has the opportunity to snipe that Archmage. Honestly, I'd rather snipe the Archmage instead of saving your units, and there we go with that Death Coil again. Archmage, neither Archmage or DK does have, or does not have, a Brutes of Speed, so they can't really run out or outrun of each other. Arcane Vault is also being placed down. A couple of towers also being upgraded as well. We got a miss right there. I believe it was Drunken Brawler instead of Drunken Haze, so yeah, we rarely see that coming. Basically just a combination of evasion and critical strike, if I believe correctly. So yeah, that's pretty much what Drunken Brawler is. Drunken Brawler. Anyway, more Crypt Fiends are added to the mix. We don't have a third hero coming up, but we have more Crypt Fiends moving on out. Oh wow, Archmage is still very low. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, that's why he really can't get to his Arcane Vault without getting damaged. Oh, what a predicament he has found himself in, and Subsonic will eventually lose his Arcane Vault. Another Arcane Vault is being placed down. You can see in the chat, we really haven't had an Orc player in quite a while. I mean, has there really been any well-known Orc players playing recently in ZOTAC? I don't know, I don't remember. Really, I don't. But either way, Crypt Fiend's gonna take quite a bit of damage, but will be death coiled back to life. Okay, destroyers in the air, destroyers with mana as well. Definitely gonna work very well right over here. And GG from Subsonic, so that was pretty one-sided, wasn't it? Even the score wasn't that marginally different. That was pretty one-sided in my opinion, so yeah. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this delayed semifinals. I will be casting Zeshi versus now it's HLA, so it's an undead mirror matchup. We haven't had one of those in ages. I'll see you guys next time, and take care. See ya.